Yo, hi guys. Today I want to show you something amazing, something new, something that most of you fear doing it. I know most of you hate seeing it, but today I want to show you here. So I want you to join me, look here and see how we make this something to be a kitoweo. Now here is where the action is going to be done. And it's done like this. You first cut some banana leaves, lay them down, then we lay our subject, which is a hen, or in French we call it engoko, there. Our chicken, and we're gonna do it like this. We first take it like this. This is now after laying down our banana leaves, where we will, after slaughtering it, the blood will split on it. Now, you take your chicken like this, lay it down like this way, in this manner, then you step on its feet. You step on its feet properly and accordingly. So this is just to prevent the chicken from running away. You step on its feet like that. Then you also take its wings like this, step on it. Its feathers, it's not called wings, it's feathers. Sorry for that. Now after doing that, stepping on its feathers and its wings, its legs, and then you remove some of its feathers in the neck, like this. This is to ease the cutting of its neck. Get me right. For those who hate it, you will forgive me for doing this, but it's called Aluya nature, and that's why I'm called the warrior of the nature. So you remove some of its feathers in the neck like this, to find where the cutting will be easy. Now after doing like that, you take your sharpened knife. This is a knife. Your sharpened knife, and then you aim at exactly at its neck, where you can easily cut the esophagus or whatsoever. And the cutting will begin like this. You cut it until you ensure the esophagus is cut into two. You can see how my knife was very sharp. So you hold its neck and its body while stepping on its feet and feathers until it's dead. Like right now, it's not yet dead. You can see it's still kicking. It must be dead until it's gone. It's gone. Now this is what I was telling you. The esophagus should be cut like that. You can see it's cut. You hold on to it until it's gone. Not if you don't do like that, it will really disturb you. It might even run away. You can see. It's gone. After cutting our chicken here, you can see it's dead. It's not making any noise. It's long gone. Now we'll immerse it. We'll immerse the chicken in hot water. The reason for immersing the dead chicken in hot water is for you to get an easy time to ease the removing of its feathers, because you need to remove all of its feathers. You have to remove all of its feathers. So you immerse it in hot boiled water, boiled properly, being careful so that you cannot get burnt by the hot water, the boiled water, because this water, I can assure you, it's very, very hot, very hot, very hot. You immerse it carefully, properly. All of its feathers, all of its body should be in the boiled water. Yeah, like this, as you turn it to ensure that its feathers get an easy time to be removed. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Now you start removing the coverings of its legs, like the nails. You ensure that they are all removed, like this. Yeah, like this. This is how it's done. You come to the next leg. You remove it. These are the outer parts of the chicken. These ones, they look like scales. Yeah, these ones. You make sure you remove them properly, all of them, even the nails. These are the nails. Remove it properly. After that, you come to its mouth, to
mouth of the chicken. Yeah, this, the water is so hot, that's why you can see I'm doing like this. So you come here, this is the mouth, you remove it like that. The water is so hot. Yeah, you remove it properly like that. This is its mouth, because it's of the outer part. You can't even eat it, it's very hard, not unless you are like a hyena. So you remove it properly like this, like this, like this, this. So you remove it like this. After that, now you can now start removing its feathers. You can see the reason why I immersed it in boiled water. You can see how the feathers get out of the body of the chicken easily. You can see how it is easy, because the boiled water eases the work. The boiled water eases the work. Yeah, like this. You can see how easy it is. Yeah, you can see. Yes, making it easier. These ones are usually very hard to pull them out from the body, but with the help of the boiled water, they become so easy. So easy. You can see. Look at this. Just look at how I'm enjoying removing the feathers. So easy because of the boiled water. It eases them. So next time, or anytime you feel like you want to slaughter your chicken, make sure you have boiled water so that you can remove the feathers easily. All the feathers are gone. You remove all of them. You remove everything. You need to have the body being very clean. So you remove all of it like this, like this, like this, like this. So this is how we do it from where I come from. Now you can see I've done all the removings of the feathers. You can see how clean it is. I'm just doing the final touches to remove all its feathers that are the remnants, like on the head, these ones, this way. You can see how clean it is. Look at it. You can see it's clean. All the feathers have been removed. You can see. So it's just looking for the remnants, the small ones, the smaller ones, and getting them out. Like that. Like this way. So after removing the feathers, we now move to the next step. The next step is this. It's now the roasting part. Now we have done slaughtering, removing the feathers. Now it's doing the roasting. Now the roasting will come, make our fire so that we can lay our chicken there. Now I've made the fire like this. Now I'll take a piece of wire. I'll take a wire, piece of chicken wire. Yeah, like this. This is the wire. Then I lay it on top of the flames like this. Now the reason for doing this, we'll take our chicken. The reason for doing this is because we need the chicken to get roasted for the easing of the slicing the chicken later on, and also it helps to remove the remaining parts of the feathers that didn't get out when you are removing the feathers. No, so I will lay the chicken on top of the wire like this, on top of the fire, but I will keep on rolling it so that it gets roasted all over, so that when doing the slicing of the chicken, you can be an easy task. You get me? So you lay it on top of the fire like that. You can hear the shearing sound. It's now removing the parts of the chicken like that. Now you remove it. This one it's roasted, yeah. This way. You change the part facing the fire as you hold it, as you look properly, so that it should not get burnt like that. You get me? This yeah. This slowly by slowly, so that it gets well roasted. As you change the laying body parts on the top of the wire, yeah, this way. Look for it properly. Sure it's well roasted. The roasting also helps to clot the blood that is also still on the chicken. So this is the final touches of the roasting. We are finishing the roasting. Yeah. So the roasting is almost done, and I think I have finished my roasting now. So after roasting, now we now go to the most crucial part of the preparation of the chicken. Now the crucial part is now the slicing of the chicken. The slicing part of the chicken. This one now, it's where very many people don't know exactly how it's done. And I need you to be very keen. Be very keen. So for me, I will start with the legs, removing the parts of the legs. And this is now where very many people find it very hard. You find it very hard in doing this. The slicing part is now the most crucial part. But for me, I was taught by my grandfather. I don't find it very hard, because I know exactly what's done and how it's done. So just follow me. Follow exactly the steps that I'm showing you, and the next time you don't find it being hard. Now you can see the way I've removed this part. So easy. Then come to the next part, the other side. Also do the same. So do the same. Remove the part also. This way. Done. Now the other side is now getting out the inner parts. So you look for its throat, but just do it properly, carefully. So I managed to remove it. This one is not eaten, so you separate it from the other parts. Now we're going to another crucial part where we need to separate this one. We need to open the stomach. So here usually you are advised to be very, very careful, because inside the chicken there's a part, a smaller part, a small organ, green in color. You need to be very careful, so that you should not tear it, because if you just try to tamper with it, the whole chicken will be very, very bitter. I'll show you the part. As I do the slicing, I'm very careful. So you open the stomach very carefully. Now I've managed to open it. You can see I've managed to open it. This is just fat. You can see I'm being very careful to remove these inner parts. And so this chicken was a female one, so you may see it had some eggs. This is an egg, though it's not yet matured, so it was maybe on the way. Maybe after a day or two it would have been laid by the chicken. So just remove them keenly, carefully. Like for this mature mature egg, this one it's still edible. It won't be thrown away, be fed on, and it's very nice, very sweet. So you remove them out keenly, properly. You can see this is now the egg. This is the egg, but it wasn't yet ready. This one, you can see. Cut it properly. This one. This is an egg. So these are the intestines. We remove all the what's inside. Yeah, like this. We just remove the inner parts and we feed on them. Sometimes we roast, eat, or we may just decide to boil together with the whole chicken, like this. We ensure that all the inner ones have been removed. These ones are small, not like the ones from a cow that you usually eat mutura. So we are still removing the inner parts, being very careful so that we cannot tamper with the organ that I told you. I think it's the pancreas of a chicken. I don't know exactly how it's called, but I think it's the pancreas. So what you are seeing, this one, this is just fat. In mafuta too. Nothing more. This chicken had a lot of fat. Look at this. This is just fat. So though this fat we won't require the artificial fat to cook the chicken. We shall just use that one in our cooking. Now the pancreas, it's inside these ones, so it's here. Look at it here, this one. If you tamper with this organ, let's say for example you break it and then it splits, the whole chicken will be very bitter. You won't even eat. So you usually be very careful not to break it so that you may enjoy your meal like this. Yeah, I'm just trying to be very careful Need to remove it. This is the heart of the chicken. The heart. It's usually very sweet. These ones are the livers. This part is usually very crucial. You need to be very careful not to tamper with it. The way I've done, there it goes, there it goes. And finally, I've managed to separate it without breaking it, like that. Now these other parts are eatable. This is the heart. You feed on it. It's visually very sweet, very sweet. So the other parts, I'll just separate them. Let me show you the gizzard and then I'll be done for today. This is the gizzard, emondo. Now this is what usually brings trouble to many families, because they believe that this one belongs to only the father of the house. If the father is not available, if the father is not around, you search for an old man who is around who should feed on it. A woman is not allowed to feed on imondo. I also repeat, a woman is not allowed to feed on imondo, the gizzard, because in our African traditional society, it's a taboo. Now I'll show you how it is prepared, because it has a lot of sand in it. I don't know where the sand is, where usually the sand comes from, but let me show you. Now you cut here like this, then you open it like this. You can see what comes out of it. So you may remove it. The harder part, this part is very hard. You can't feed on it, man. Remove it properly. This one. Just cut this one. It's an easy task, boss. Removed it this way. The inner part has been gone, been removed. So this one will be washed thoroughly. Wash it thoroughly. So after removing the inner parts, the remaining part is very easy. Like I separate the head like that, the neck. So this is the neck. Some parts like that. Here is the anus, the chicken. You may remove it, or if you don't want to remove it, you wash it properly and feed on it. So I've done the crucial part. I've finished slicing the chicken. Now it's ready to be cooked. So after doing that, all the pieces, you put them in hot water or boiled warm water, wash them thoroughly. Here it's where I put them, so they'll be washed thoroughly, then be boiled. It depends on the size of the chicken, the height of the chicken. You may boil it for even 1.5 hours, or an hour, or even 2 hours. And that's for today.
That's how chicken is prepared. You may serve it with ugali after it's ready, or serve it with chapati. Yeah, thank you.